Hello everyone. I hope you are doing good. And we are meeting after such a long time. I can see that my last video was uploaded on November 11th, and after that I uh, couldn't get time to upload any new video, and that's how this smartphone topic was still pending. I have been receiving a lot of emails from different friends, I would say followers, who are actually following the videos, and then I thought that I'll try to find out some time today being a Sunday, so I was able to manage some time, and then I thought let's finish this smartphone topic so that we can jump to the object oriented concepts, because otherwise I think it will take a lot of time to finish the core ABAP, and then we don't know when we will be able to switch to the new dimensional things like WebDin Pro and other stuff. So the agenda for this video would be to complete the smartphone related stuff, and I'm not going to demonstrate a lot of things by doing it in front of you, but what I'll try to do, that I'll explain you the concepts. I'll share a couple of links on Google, and then I'll just tell you that how the things are happening, because by now if you have been following my videos, you are well aware with the concept of internal table, work areas, loop, field symbols, variables, global and local variables, and these things. So whatever I am going to explain today will be more than enough for you to grab the complete smartphone concepts, and I'll try to find out some more time during this week, so that at least we can start with the object oriented concept, and we can try to create some local classes at least. So I mean, we try to do a lot of things, but all depends on your schedule, and I was extremely busy in last two and a half months due to my project work and then a couple of other priorities. So but that is again part and parcel of life, so it will happen. So let's move ahead and then try to finish the smartphone. In fact, I don't really remember that which smartphone I created for my video, but what I can remember that in my last video probably I displayed some line items, the header, sales order header, and some line items. I can see one program in front of me, so let's try to execute this. Let's try to pass some sales order. Okay, so you can see this pop-up is coming, this pop-up, and then we click on the print preview after selecting the output device, and okay, this is the line item, this is the header data, this is a logo. Okay, and there could be a scenario wherein the user would tell you that why don't you default this printer in the code itself, rather than I get this annoying pop-up every time and then I click on print or print preview or whatever. Why don't you default this, and then it should go to a particular printer every time? Now there are two ways. I can hard code it. Oh my god, what did I do? Okay, I can hard code it in the program, or in the selection screen itself I can give a parameter for printer destination, and then we can capture that printer destination and then pass it in the smartphone. Now how to achieve this? So let's get into the smartphone. Okay, in the smartphone under form interface, if you okay, let's see what all things are there. So in export we have document, output info, job output info, that is fine. Okay, so we have one parameter called output underscore options. If you see this output underscore options type SSF COMPOP. If you double click on this structure, Okay, in this structure you can see transfer options, SAP Smartform transfer options. So basically you can select the language here, you can pass the language, that basically which language the Smartform is going to use. And okay, if in case you don't want to see a print preview at all, which means the moment you execute this program, let's say you come here, execute this program, pass the sales order number. So if you pass a value in this structure, no print preview, so you won't even see a print preview, which means let's say and then basically once this is here, I am seeing a print preview here basically. So this print preview won't come if we pass a value to this particular field in this structure. In fact, it will directly send a printout to the destination. Let's see what else is there. Okay, you can see TDDEST. TD destination means the output device. So this is something I was telling you, that either you can give an option, a parameter on the selection screen, so that user can select the printer here itself, and then you capture that and then pass it at runtime, or you can hard code it in the Smartform. So how you are going to achieve it? So this is how your Smartform is called here. You can see the structure output underscore options. You can see the structure control underscore parameters. Okay, so basically we have to pass the values in those structures, and then what else we can see? Print immediately, it will just send an immediate print. Delete after print, it's not going to store any spool. If you pass this parameter, there won't be any spool saved for that. This is SAP cover page. If in case there is a default SAP cover page, you can select this option. Number of copies, you can define how many copies you want to print at a time. It could be 2 copies, let's say. One is genuine, and the original, and the other one is duplicate. So we have so many options in this, and okay, so this is one structure which is basically output underscore options. So as you can see, the name itself suggests that where is your output going to go. Now there is another one, control parameter, and then if I double click on the associated type, you can see that here also we can pass the output device and no dialog. Yes, this parameter, if you make no dialog equal to X, then you won't see that pop up. Language also you can pass here. So okay, so having said that, how we are going to implement that in the code? So let me just show you some link which I have already opened for your convenience. You can see no dialog equal to X, okay, language equal to E. Get OTF is basically you want to get the output in the PDF format. So that is when you pass this parameter. And what else we have in this? Yes, see, L underscore device type. So this is a variable, and L underscore device type is basically what kind of device you are sending your output. So maybe what I cannot copy and paste. Okay, let me just try to showcase at least one thing to you so that you can correlate what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so control underscore parameters type, I just copied it from there, and then control underscore parameters hyphens no underscore dialog equal to X like this, and then enable this option control parameter. So when you are doing this, please take care of the naming convention. But at the same time, if you are suppressing the dialog, you have to also tell the system that basically, for which printer you should see the print preview. That's what they have mentioned in this link. What is your printer? Basically, what is your destination? So now there is no pop-up, but system is confused that where exactly it should send the output. So we have to tell the system that where do we want to send the output. So we didn't get that pop-up, nothing happened actually, but okay. So what else we have in this? Device, output device. And preview. So let's try to put the device name as LP01 and preview equal to X, and let's see what happens now. Okay. Okay, so as I got the message that this value is not allowed, let me just comment it out, and let's go to the other, this one, output options, and let me just do the same thing again. Okay. I think in this we have a destination option TDDEST as we saw earlier. So let's try to pass this. Okay, TDDEST. So hyphen TDDEST equal to, and then here also like this. So let's see now what happens. So you can see that we didn't get that pop-up. Instead, what happened? We directly got the print preview. Why? Because we have hard-coded the destination and we are telling the system that we want to see the preview and we don't want to see that pop. So that was one thing which I wanted to discuss, and then by looking at it, you can try to play around with different options available in these two structures. You can suppress the print preview, and you can directly send the printout to a particular printer. You can also define the number of copies which should be printed in one go. So all these things you can do now. Okay, so let's see something else. So there is a T code called Smartstyles. Smartstyles is a T code which tells you that basically it doesn't tell you anything. Okay, it allows you to create your own styles. When I'm saying style, it means different character formats and parameter formats, barcode formats. So you can just define different styles, and then this style can be embedded to various smart forms. So what you need to do, go to Smartstyles or Smartforms, both options are there, and select style. Okay, come here and create your own style. In this, try to give a character format and a paragraph format. And if you remember my session on SAP script, even in that also we had to create a default paragraph. In this case the default paragraph is P1, and we have a character format C1. In this we are also creating a barcode BC_CD39. I selected this barcode type, so let it be like this, and then this is my smart form. What I do, I come to the form attribute, and in the output option, as of now you can see the style is system. So whenever you create a text, basically the system related styles are available. If I go to general attribute, so whatever you can see, left aligned, right aligned and all, this style, and then highlight, bold, italic. So this style, these default system styles will be available for a particular text, but then you can overwrite it completely. Go to output options in form attributes and just give the style which you created, which is GSAP_form. I come here, I pass this style, and then I activate this. Okay, so if I go to the text now, in the general attribute I have only P1 which is available in that style, and I have only C1. Now if I select this and I make it C1 and then activate this, and then I try to see the output, you can see that line item thing is coming as barcode. Okay, so why it's coming as barcode? Because this C1 character format is selected as a barcode. If I don't select any barcode, activate the style here, and then it will be reflecting in the form. And then if I activate this again, in fact you don't need to, but still, okay, and then if I go back, see the output again, then that barcode will be gone. Now it's coming as bold line item, because probably that's the property of this bold. So what I was trying to explain, that you can create your own style, multiple styles here, and then you can just keep on embedding that in the form or multiple forms. So basically same style can be inherited, the properties of this style can be inherited in different smart forms. So that was another option, and then let's just kill this session. Okay, 19 minutes. Okay, now when I go to the table, you can see a line type is available here, and if you remember, we divided this line type into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lines. Accordingly, different cells were created here. In that we created the text ultimately. So whenever I execute this, so this is how it looks like, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So what we can do, we can click here, display borders and shading. Nothing is coming. Okay, probably it's coming here. So the outer frame, yeah, click on this. Just trying to, okay, trying to see how it should look like. Okay, so if I selected one in which the divider is coming for every cell, and if I execute this, you can see the divider is coming like this. Okay, so you can just create these vertical lines here, because you would need to create it. There would be different layouts, and then you have to, so you should know how to do that. So you can just do this here. So you have different options here. You can click on this and choose whatever you want to. Okay, and what else we have to see? Yeah, so okay, so this is for this is the table, basically table in which you are basically looping out an internal table into work area and trying to display all the contents of that internal table. So whenever you have to display a table, then you have to, whenever you have to display the contents of an internal table, so you are creating a table in the Smartform. But then there could be a scenario that you know that, okay, I have 3 columns, 3 rows, and then I want to display something in different sections of that row and column. So in that case, you can create a template. Okay, so what this template actually does, in this template I can divide this template, let's say like this. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have total 10 sections in this template. In this, if I create text, okay, so if I'm creating a text which is a part of the template, then I have to tell the system that in which section the text should go. Okay, so here the output option is there. In this, so let's try to understand this template. So this section is basically 1, 1. This is 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, like this. So let's say I want to place a text in this section. So basically it's 1, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So first line, first row, third column. So I'll go to the text, I'll go to the output option, line 1, column 3. Here also I can mention line 1, L1, C3, like this. Activate this. So L1 C3 is coming somewhere here, but okay, to identify this again, let's go to the properties of this template, select pattern, and let's select our favorite pattern, this one. Okay, activate. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So total 10 sections in this. 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8 1 9. Sorry, 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5. So this is how you can place a text in various sections of the template. Let's create one more text and place it in some other section. So let's try to put it in this section. So it will be 2 5. So if I go to this text, I can come here, line 2, column 5, 2 5. Okay. So template is, look and feel it will be like a table only, but then it's kind of hard coded. It cannot keep on generating the lines based on the content. You can create a shape like this. You can see 2 5 here, 1 3 here. You can create a shape, but you cannot, so the lines cannot be regenerated, because here we are not putting any line. Unlike in the table, we had to select a line, but here we are just creating a text and placing it in different segments of that template. So template is more like a hard coding stuff. Okay. And then the other thing which I wanted to explain to you, so suppose, okay, this is header, let it be like this. Let's go to main area. In the main area, I'm getting different variables, and then every variable would carry certain things. Okay, so different things are coming here, and if I execute this, okay, it's all disturbed now because of, okay, so we'll do one thing. So let's delete this template for now, so that the alignment is proper. Okay, at least we are getting what we wanted to. Okay, now there could be a scenario that you are getting the variables at runtime, but then you have to tweak something, or you have to apply some logic, and based on that derive something else. There could be some logic like blah blah blah, you have to do this by using this, by using that. So let's say I'm getting a material M-01. Based on this, I need to go and fetch the text of this material and display it here. So I hope you guys are getting me, because on the form this M-01 doesn't make sense. So whosoever looks on this form, okay, so he should be able to understand that, okay, this is what is the description of this material. At the same time, here the line item also with 6 digit doesn't make sense. Let's say we want to, this line item should be 1 2 3, okay, rather than 10 20 30, it should be 1 2 3. So how to achieve this requirement? So basically, by now you guys are good ABAP consultants, okay, so you can achieve anything. So here I'm getting the line item. So what I can do, I can come here, create flow logic. Okay, you can create a loop just like our table. Alternative is basically some other option, which something instead of this, publish something else, command or program line. So I am selecting program line. So basically program line would help you to create a code, so that the code will be executed before the text is displayed. But whenever you create a code, you have to give an input and output parameter. So what is my input parameter? This will be WA_VBAP-POSNR. What is my output variable? Same. Until and unless you don't provide the input and output option, this code is of no use. Okay, so what we are going to write, shift WA_VBAP-POSNR left, deleting leading 0. Okay, Okay, leave it. I mean, rather than thinking of the logic, we are trying to see that how to implement a logic. Okay, so you can see that the zeros are gone now. Okay, it's basically shifted towards left and all the zeros are deleted. So our code is working. Now by looking at this, whenever you see a code, you should get this desire, or you should get this question that okay, if we have a code here, then how to debug this? Okay, and it should be a question which must arise in everyone's mind who is watching this video, that whenever you write a code, how to debug that. So there are two options. When you are in dev and you are testing your Smartform, you want to debug it, come here and put a breakpoint like this, or let's say break your user ID, okay, whatever. That is one option. But in quality and production, this option will not be available. This check is basically our syntax check, control F2. Okay, so this option will not be available in quality and production. So what you need to do, you need to get the function module like this, go to SE37, hang or something. Okay, so go to SE37, give the function module name, click on display, and inside the function module go and put a breakpoint. So we have a breakpoint now, and now if I execute this again, okay, what happened? Again, okay, somehow it's very slow. So I created couple of breakpoints in this function module which was generated by the Smartform, and then if I why it's not going to debugging? I hope I'm trying to t-test Smartform, t-test Smartform. Okay, 187. and I'm putting a breakpoint in 187 only. And we can do one more thing here. We can put a breakpoint here itself. And click F5, we will get inside. Okay, and this is how you can debug the Smartform. And if in case you put a breakpoint here, let's say hard breakpoint, activate this, you can see that it's stopping at our breakpoint. So but then this hard breakpoint facility will not be available in quality. Okay, so this is the automatic code which was generated by the backend program based on the inputs which we give to the Smartform, and for every line it will go to that breakpoint. So in order to debug a Smartform, you need to put a breakpoint either in the Smartform itself or the function module generated by the Smartform, or put a breakpoint here in call function and then just directly jump inside and then try to see where exactly your code is being executed or not. Okay, so now you know how to put a condition by writing a code. You can also put some other conditions. Let's say if you have some condition, let's say some variable is equal to x, then only this field should be displayed. Okay, so let's say I have a variable L_value type flag. Okay, I declared it in my global definition, and then I come to this text in the condition L_flag L_value. L_value equal to x. So in this Smartform we never set the value of this variable as x. So and the moment you make it conditional, you will see this additional symbol coming here. So you can imagine that this is a conditional text. Similarly, there could be a conditional code, there could be conditional row. Okay, everything can be made conditional. Now since this was never made as x, so technically we should not get the value in line item. So we are not getting anything here because we restricted it. We are telling the system that whenever that flag is x, then only you show the values. And then what we can do in this code, I can take L_, so it's L_value. So what I can do, I can come to this code. Okay, take L_value as an input, L_value as an output. So this is an important step. You have to take the variable as an input and output. You can set L_value equal to x. So this is very simple ABAP coding. Just imagine that you are doing this in your report program, and then similarly we are doing it in our Smartform. So now since the condition is meeting, we should get the line item. So we get the line item because that condition is there now. Okay, L value equal to X. So this is how you can make it conditional. So the other thing which I wanted to explain is not necessarily you need to write everything in your code. For example, the main logic in your print program, fetching the data, okay, and then creating a final internal table. You can do everything in the Smartform itself. You can declare your type structure here, your field symbols here. You can do the initialization here. Again, you have to take the input and output parameter, write your initialization, just clear out the values here, okay. And then you can also fetch the data. What you can do, you can create certain form routines and you can just call the form here. So it will be like you can write some perform here and the form would be available in this section, okay. Currency is basically whenever you are displaying a currency related field, you have to give the reference table and field. So with this facility you can write the complete code in the Smartform itself, but then it actually, rather than making it easy, it actually makes the things more complex in two ways. One, the overall process becomes very slow because the Smartform is doing two things now. It's doing the ABAP job, I mean it's doing the print program job as well as it's doing the form related job. But then if we have the print program separate, but because in anyway in the print program you have to have a print program, in that you have to call this function module to get the runtime function module name and call this. So this piece of code is going to be there in your print program. So these things can be moved in the Smartform, but then it's going to make the overall process very slow, and also the debugging would be difficult, as you saw just now. So that's why I generally don't follow this approach. I'll always be having a separate print program and then fetch the data and everything and then pass the controls back to the Smartform. So always try to keep things separate so that the troubleshooting is easier for you. Okay, so now you know how to create a Smartform, the difference between SAP script and Smartform, okay. How to create how to display the data from the internal table, which means line item, creating a logo, suppressing the pop-up window, creating your own variables here. You also know that how to write a code in the Smartform itself, okay, with different conditions, code, cells, templates. And one last thing, there could be a requirement that you are asked that okay, your Smartform output should be converted to PDF and then it should be sent as an email, okay, to a particular email ID. So I just googled out, and then you can also Google out, if a lot of stuff is available on the internet. So what we generally do in this case, we call a function module convert OTF, okay, the format is PDF. This function module converts that into PDF format, and then you will get a variable like this, okay, and then just you can pass it in the GUI_download function module. So you can refer to the sample coding available. You can try to explore that how to convert the Smartform output into PDF, but I don't really have time to change it and convert it into PDF and then just give a demo to you. But I believe that you guys should be confident by now and should be able to achieve this, because it's not a difficult task. So with this I would like to wrap up the Smartform session, okay, and we'll see you again with object oriented concept. Okay, so with this I would say the Smartform is done from my side, and this also gives you the capability to explore and find out the new things available and then design your own Smartform. And I'll come back with the object oriented sessions, and once we're done with the object oriented sessions, we'll go with our agenda. We'll try to complete the baddie. Okay, so next would be oops ABAP and then baddie, and then we'll see what all pending topics we have. Okay, so thank you guys for being with me, and we'll meet again very soon. Thank you.